Here are the starting lineups. First for the Cardinals of North Central College. Number 2, a 5'6" junior from Chardon, Ohio, Megan Duffy. A 5'8" sophomore from Kimberly, Wisconsin, number 5, Grace Kiefer. Number 11, a 5'6" junior from Berwyn, Illinois, Giovanna Martinucci. A 5'9" senior from Bartlett, Illinois, number 23, Megan McClure. And number 24, a 5'9" senior from Joliet, Illinois, Kaylee Ford. The Cardinals are coached by Maggie McCloskey-Bax, assisted by Kristen Ison and Chrissy Akomu. Here are the starters for the Thunder. A 5'8" senior from Victoria, Minnesota, number 4, Lily Schwen. Number 10, a 5'6" senior from Holt, Michigan, Anna Mooney. Number 25, a 5'11" junior from Northfield, Minnesota, Annika Richardson. Number 33, a 5'10" senior from Elburn, Illinois, Annie Tate. And the 5'10" senior from Asheville, North Carolina, number 34, Caroline Sicking. The Thunder is coached by Kent Madsen, assisted by Joanna Gakowski and Laura Eggen. The officials for tonight's game: Donna Mobley, Shanna Tinkin, and Philip Crawford.
I want to welcome you all to King Arena. I'm Jacob Fatma, along here with Ross. It is a beautiful night here to watch some CCIW women's basketball action between your Wheaton College Thunder and the North Central Cardinals. A wonderful rivalry matchup. Both teams coming in off of hard losses in their CCIW openers and looking to right the ship with a win.
Yeah, going to be a big game tonight for both these teams. You know, it's always big when it's a rivalry game. Both teams, obviously, like you said, Jacob, coming off of 2 tough losses, looking to right the ship here today. See if the Thunder can get the win here in King Arena.
And for this Wheaton team, what is the thing that they have to look forward to do or look to do in order to win this game?
Yeah, they got to score. I mean, the other night didn't do a great job overall scoring, but this is a team that can score very well and have to put up points tonight to beat this good North Central team.
And you said it, their Wheaton Stars unable to score in the last time out as we get a beautiful layup from the bucket. Kaylee Ford getting the first points of the game for North Central.
Nice quick bucket for the senior. St. Francis transfer.
Fedorovsky bring up the court. Richardson in the corner. Anna Mooney once again kicking out to the left side, getting into Annie Tate. Tate in the center out to Sicking, driving once again towards the bucket. Layup and missed.
Nice rebound.
Beautiful rebound by Annika Richardson. Loose ball and out of bounds. It will be North Central ball.
Well, Sicking going to the rim there. She is the Thunder's leading scorer, averaging about 19 a game. She is definitely the go-to girl for this team.
Duffy up the court for North Central. Ford once again trying to make it happen. Top of the key, Megan McClure out to the left side. Richardson chasing that ball down. Right to the bucket, and it's going to be a missed shot coming once again from Kaylee Ford.
Thunder pushing the tempo a little bit here, get up the court. Nice pass there.
Sicking right to the rack. And a beautiful layup in to draw level for the Thunder.
Yeah, she's a very talented scorer. Gets to the rim there again, and North Central pushing the pace as well.
And I believe that will be a foul on the baseline, a blocking foul.
They called a tie-up, actually. Great job there by Sicking, getting the bucket on one end, getting back on the other end to get the tie-up there.
Throw-in coming for North Central. Martinucci trying to get in, but really kept out by Sicking. Once again, Martinucci will look to try to get it over Anna Moody's arms this time.
Tough spot to inbound from right there in that back corner.
Megan Duffy trying to drive to the inside of the box. Grace Kiefer trying to find a way through. Long shot from 3 and missed, clattered off the front iron.
Job there supplying a second opportunity right there. Number 23, Megan McClure with the offensive board.
And those are the opportunities that are going to be killing this team if they don't get them. Duffy wide open three, and it will be rebounded by Sicking. Sicking driving the court.
Can't leave Duffy open too much. There's a takeaway. Duffy is the leading scorer. Nice pass there.
Pass over the top. Kiefer just unable to keep it in bounds.
Yeah, Megan Duffy getting a good look there from three, just couldn't hit. She is the Cardinal leading scorer there, and a nice go-ahead pass. They just couldn't track it down. Both these teams getting out and running early.
And you wonder if that's how both these teams are both going to want to play today. Both teams are generally pretty low scoring comparatively to other teams in the conference. So it might be just something that they're looking to do as Anna Mooney gets fouled on the floor.
So you got that one on number 5, Grace Kiefer. Nice little baseline screen there for Anna Mooney.
Annie Tate right near the top of the key and just unable to get that pass in. Sicking recovering beautifully.
Nice
Anna
pass.
Mooney wide open and just unable to get the layup. Beautiful pass by Annika Richardson, but North Central will be taking it. Layup in for Megan Duffy. Coast to
Megan
coast,
Duffy.
doing it all herself.
The junior leading scorer for this Cardinal team. Good job. Nice defensive stop, getting to a quick bucket on the other end.
Sicking trying to force it, unable to make it in to the rack. And it will be Megan McClure bringing it up the court. Martinucci over to the left side. Megan Duffy, or correction, that's going to be Kiefer once again. Over to Duffy on the top of the key. North Central not able to get it past the three-point arc. Drive in, Martinucci, layup, and it will be a foul called on Annika Richardson.
Yeah, nice drive there. I believe they get number 10.
Or correction, it will be on Anna Mooney.
Anna Mooney on the foul. Pretty good contest there, but ref thought otherwise. Looks like some subs in now. Kate Oliver in for the Thunder, and for the Cardinal, Jocelyn Trotter into the game.
First free throw clattering off the back iron for Giovanna Martinucci. She will get another attempt to try to go up 3 early in this game. And goes in, and it will be quickly Wheaton trying to break the press. It is Megan Duffy, the only one bringing pressure for this North Central team. Tate over to Kate Oliver. Oliver on the top of the key, and off the ball foul as Annika Richardson goes down to the ground.
It's like they got Martinucci there. Annika Richardson was trying to cut back door there and just got tangled up there.
Ball inbounded, Lily Schwinn. Schwinn now driving in, kicking out once again. Beautiful run by Kate Oliver, but unable to finish.
Yeah, very good score off the bench for the Thunder, the sophomore. Great player, just couldn't get the finish to go there.
Wheaton only 1 bucket so far in this game, looking to get another one in as here comes Megan Duffy. And she is unable to get that to go in. Rebound going towards Wheaton's way. Sicking trying to drive to the court and intercepted by Martinucci.
Good hands. North Central's got some active hands here early. Deflecting a lot of passes.
Back out to Kiefer, and it will be airballed out. And Wheaton gets a break after leaving a wide open 3 on the outside.
Yeah, taking care of the ball is clearly going to be a focus for both teams here today. As it looks like Wheaton's had a few passes knocked away, and it looks like they're bringing Alyssa Faborowski in. And for the Cardinals, it looks like Jocelyn Simmons-Doxy into the game for them.
Faborowski right on the top of the key now. Beautiful around her defender pass, and Annie Tate is wide open. Unable to get the cover to go off the basket.
Great look there for Annie Tate. Just could knock it down, but that's what you want for the Thunder. One of your best scorers in Tate, second leading scorer on the team, getting a good look there.
Simmons-Doxy dribbling right after the outside of right out to the key, picking up her dribble and getting it over to Duffy. Megan Duffy wide open 3 and clattered back off, and it will be Caroline Sicking. Sicking now still driving up the court. Faborowski.
Nice pass.
Straight into Annika Richardson, and laid it in.
Yeah, Alyssa Faborowski's been solid all season for this team, coming off the bench, just makes a lot of plays, and good job there finding Annika Richardson for the easy lay-in there.
And Wheaton making their first basket in over 3 minutes. as this ball goes out of bounds once again, and it will be another throw in and a timeout.
Like North Central taking that timeout. A lot of up-pace action early. Both these teams looking good.
I want to thank you all for joining joining the game tonight. And Wheaton Athletics would to thank Maypole Restaurant in downtown Wheaton for providing food for the game staff at tonight's basketball games. Maypole is located at 121 West Front Street in Wheaton. Visit their website at www.gatheratmaypole.com. I repeat, www.gatheratmaypole.com to place an order or make a reservation. Or you can give them a call at 331-218-4181. That is 331-218-4181. Thank you, Maypole, for sponsoring this game tonight and providing food for the game staff. And as we hit the end of this timeout, Ross, I mean, what do both these teams have to do with very low scoring in the opening minutes? Just clear shots, or what do they need for? What do they search for?
Yeah, honestly, I think both teams have been getting pretty good shots, just haven't been knocking them down. You know, there can be some nerves early in the game, especially a rivalry game like this, but just taking care of the basketball. We've seen a few turnovers from both teams, and getting up and down the court, getting easy baskets when you can, honestly. Both these teams like to run, and if you get caught napping, don't get back quick enough, and there can be an easy bucket for one team.
As it looks like Wheaton will be getting this throw in here. Annie Tate and Feborowski. As the officials get it in, will be Feborowski bringing up the court. Alyssa Feborowski over to Tate. Richardson right on the right wing. Richardson going towards the baseline and unable to get the pass through to Tate, and it will be off the leg of Megan McClure. It will be a kickball violation.
North Central doing a great job just kind of clogging the gaps defensively, especially in the passing lanes. Thunder, a very good passing team, but a lot of active hands from North Central. Been getting that ball knocked around a little bit tonight.
Feborowski needing the throw in after tying her shoe. Sicking. Richardson on the outside. Feborowski into Tate. And that's a foul on the back. Megan McClure once again receiving the call. And that will be her first foul of the game. As Feborowski will get another opportunity to throw it in. Long trip down the court. Feborowski, and air ball shot from the three.
A really good contest there by Megan Duffy, not only doing on the offensive end, but defensively as well. She's been the one applying that full court pressure coming up and down the court, and gets a good contest on that three there from Feborowski.
Trotter and Duffy bringing up the court for the Cardinals. And it will be out of bounds. Jocelyn Simmons disc to Doxy. Unable to keep it in, as there will be another sub in. It'll be Kennedy Hartwig coming in for the Cardinals.
It's like Kaylee Ford back in as well. And Alexis Martin checking in for the Thunder.
Annika Richardson will get a much-deserved rest. 5 minutes into this first period, as Feborowski will look to take it up once again. Feborowski now moving it up towards the mid-court. Streaking in, Kate Oliver.
Nice play.
Kate Oliver right to the rack.
Yeah, Kate Oliver, one of the better scorers on this Thunder team. Nice drive there with the strong hand, finishing on the right side there.
Simmons, Doxy. Doxy bringing up the court. Martinucci. Giovanna Martinucci right to the basket. They're getting her own rebound, kicking out to a wide open Hartwig, who also misses, and Sickink will be the one getting the rebound. And Wheaton getting away from one there. Annie Tate as they drive up the court. Kate Oliver. Over to Martin, back to Oliver once again, and it's going to be Trotter getting a hand in there, and will be a Wheaton ball.
Yep, another deflection for this North Central team, and you never see stuff like that show up in the stat sheet, but coaches always love when defensively you can get your hands on balls like that, and the Cardinals have been doing that all game so far.
Feborowski trying to find some room, getting a pick from Oliver. Annie Tate missing the wide open Oliver, but Annie Tate right inside the key. Right inside the box, rather, just missing her shot, and will be out of bounds once again.
Boy, the Thunder getting a lot of inbounds plays on this side of the court.
North Central playing a lot of defense early as the ball goes over the top and ends up in the hands of Caroline Sickink. Sickink right to the basket. Kate Oliver. Oliver over out to Feborowski. Feborowski into Sickink. Sickink, beautiful move, and laying it right in.
Nice bucket there by Sickink. They've been going to the post a lot. Alyssa Feborowski is having some nice passes, some little injury feeds into the post to get him going down the block there.
Simmons-Doxy once again bringing up the court. Simmons-Doxy picking up her dribble, getting out to Martinucci. Giovanna Martinucci over to Simmons-Doxy. Simmons-Doxy trying to find a way in, and beautiful turnaround, but just unable to get it off. North Central haven't scored in the last 4 minutes. Both these teams going on long scoreless runs. As now Oliver and Feborowski run into each other in a beautiful double team from North Central.
Yeah, nice double there by Martinucci. It can be tough when you get back in that corner to really make something happen with the dribble, and nice little heads-up trap there, knocked the ball out of bounds. Looks like some subs in for North Central. Biz Daly in the game.
Sickink straight to the basket off the inbound and getting the foul call. She will get 2 free ones at the line.
Rachel Brady in for the Thunder as well.
And Sickink only a 73% free throw shooter so far this season, looking to try to make them both from the line as the first one does go in. A 7-0 run for this Thunder team as they do enter the bonus off that last foul. And 2 free ones for Sickink as North Central look to take it up the court and score for the first time in almost 5 minutes.
It's like Hartwood taking control of things with Duffy out.
Right to the outside, Simmons-Doxy. Doxy driving it in and try to force another one, and it's going to be rebounded by Alexis Martin. Feborowski out to Martin. Sickink getting a lot of room on the baseline and making it work. And now Caroline Sickink, 8 on the game, starting to get going.
Yeah, we talked about her, you know, team's leading scorer, very good offensive player and defense as well, but she's been super aggressive so far getting to the rim.
And Feborowski
nice
sprinting in on that one.
It's like Annika Richardson checking in for Sickink to give her a breather.
And that will be something to note in the loss at Carthage. Annie Tate and Sickink only had a combined 18 points. Sickink alone having 8 already in this first period as that ball finally goes in.
Bucket there by Trotter.
Ends an almost 6-minute scoreless run for that North Central team. And it's going to be Kate Oliver right on the 3-point arc, and it's going to be a push. Rachel Brady on the call.
Yeah, I got a little off the ball foul there.
And those are the things you never really want as on your team. You don't want those silly off the ball fouls. They're really unnecessary as we enter the last minute of this first quarter. It's still going to be North Central ball.
Feborowski again, nice hands.
Inbound into Megan Duffy. Duffy over to Trotter. Kennedy Hartwig right to the bucket and unable to fall. Does receive a foul on the way up.
A great drive there, drawing the contact, nearly got the and one to go. I think they got Feborowski there on the foul, but Kennedy Hartwig being aggressive on the offensive end, coming in the game off the bench.
As the first one goes in for Hartwig. And both of them going for Hartwig. And we will get another substitution in for North Central at the end of this period. Number 14, Katie Scheibel. Or Katie Scheibel, correction. As Feborowski tries to bring it up the court. Kate Oliver on the left side. Rachel Brady at the three-point arc. Annika Richardson over to Feborowski. Feborowski taking the three of her own.
Ooh,
and a rebound from Alexis Martin. Richardson, Oliver. Wheaton resetting right now. Rachel Brady giving the pick for Oliver. Oliver going to the bucket herself. And receiving the foul, going straight into two defenders.
Let's drive there by Kate Oliver. Couldn't tell who they called the foul, and there were two North Central defenders there. Might have been on Daly, but North Central's been doing a great job defending the perimeter so far tonight. Wheaton's had most of their success, honestly, on the drive or getting the ball into the post and going to work near the rim.
First one by Kate Oliver, a miss. She looks to hit this second one to put Wheaton up 4 once again. Nine to 13, Wheaton.
Clock ticking down here.
Beautiful pass to the inside. Kaylee Ford just unable to get that to fall down as the period does end. It is your Wheaton College Thunder leading the North Central Cardinals 13-9. You're leading 8 of the 13 points coming from Caroline Sicking for this Thunder team. What do we see in this first half, or first period?
Yeah, it's been a good first half. Both teams obviously started a little slow on offense. You know, got some good looks on both sides, just couldn't get the ball in the basket. But I've liked seeing a lot of the good defense that these women have been playing tonight. You know, active hands on both sides. And they're still all driving. They're being aggressive on the offensive end on both sides, getting to the rim, drawing some fouls. I would assume that as they kind of start seeing the ball go in the basket a little more, that some of these outside shots might start to fall down a little more. But it's been a really good defensive first quarter here tonight in King Arena.
Yeah, but you said it with shots not falling. Both teams 0 for 9 from 3, and most of those were wide open shots. North Central shooting 21% from the field, and Wheaton only 35% from the field. Both teams are going to have to improve if they really want to pull through in this game.
Yeah, for sure, but that's why you drive to the rim and draw fouls, which is what these teams have been doing. You know, yes, they've been struggling a little bit in hitting some of these shots, but to be able to counter that with getting fouled, going up at the rim, and getting some free throws out of it is good basketball by these women. And again, I feel like, you know, these shots are going to start falling. We might see scores start to open up a little bit here.
And North Central spreading coming from everywhere. 5 players across the 10 points. And so no focal point for their team yet.
That's kind of how they've been this season. It's been scoring by committee. It's a nice bucket there for Annika Richardson off the good feed from Lily Schwinn. But yeah, I mean, North Central's got a very balanced scoring team so far this season. And that's good because you know that you've got multiple people on the court that can get the ball in the bucket at any given time.
And there's good and bad in all of that. You have everyone on the court who can score, but you don't have that guy in the clutch that you absolutely need to, you know, send the ball through over and over.
Yep. Someone might have to be that.
As that is a block from Annika Mooney, or for Anna Mooney. As that pass up to Annika Richardson, just a little bit long. And it will be out for North Central ball. It's like in the Wheaton backcourt.
Trio of subs coming in for North Central. Grace Kiefer, Giovanna Martinucci, and looks like Megan McClure back in the game.
North Central just quickly looking to get all of their subs off. As play gets restarted, Megan Duffy looking to bring this one up the court. Megan McClure over to Martinucci. Passing around the outside. Driving in Grace Kiefer and blocked once again.
Job by Sicking there again defensively. She's been making plays on both sides of the court tonight for the Thunder.
Yeah, Caroline Sicking, a beautiful placement, beautiful for that block. She's been everywhere tonight. As pass goes into Megan Duffy, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Duffy making a move and going right around Sicking.
Yep. And although they are a balanced team, she is their leading scorer. Great job there. Nice footwork in the post, getting short bucket to fall.
Richardson and Mooney, Annie Tate with acres of space, sprinting in towards the basket and getting it to go on her own accord.
That was a tough finish there by Annie Tate. Pretty good defense there at the rim, but got the shot to fall.
And those are Tate's first points of the game. as North Central moving up now. Beautiful three from Grace Kiefer.
Excellent shot by the sophomore out of Kimberly, Wisconsin.
And those shots are starting to fall as Annie Tate goes right to the bucket and one.
Right back to Annie Tate on the block there, working against McClure, who picks up the foul and just muscling through the contact, getting the bucket to go. That's back-to-back buckets for Annie Tate right there at the same spot. And again, she is another one of the Thunder's key scorers, averaging just under 16 a game. So nice to see her getting it going here in the second quarter early.
And that was Megan McClure's second foul, I believe, as that shot does go in. And unfortunately, if you are Megan McClure, you're playing perfect defense.
Yeah, that was
all
tough.
of a sudden, Tate still gets by you. You can't do anything about that. It's very incredible work on that baseline.
Nice drive.
And going straight to the bucket is Megan Duffy, who just seems to miss the wide open layup. Sprinting up the court now is Lily Schwinn, who turns the ball over. Turning into a track sprint between both of these teams. Straight to the outside. Three-pointer from Kaylee Ford, clattering out. Schwinn up to Mooney. Mooney right on the outside three-point line. Annie Tate from three. And Lily Schwinn trying to get the rebound and is fouled. No correction, Schwinn on the foul.
Couldn't really tell that foul was on. A lot of girls in there, but how about Lily Schwinn, the point guard, this Thunder women's team, getting in there and fighting to keep the possession alive on the offensive glass.
And it is a correction for myself there. I was correct the first time. It will be Wheaton ball. A little unclear on who the foul was, too, as Caroline Sicken gets the inbound. Schwinn right back on at the top of the key. Anna Mooney. Mooney trying to find some room. Lily Schwinn sprinting around, and Annie Tate is wide open. Just holds it a little too long. Schwinn back to Tate. Tate straight into the box, and beautiful shot. Annie Tate is heating up.
Boy, she likes getting on that left block, clearly. She's been going to work down there. Getting some nice buckets for the Thunder.
The last 5 points from Wheaton, all coming from Annie Tate. As the offensive rebound coming from Biz Daly. Out to Duffy. Duffy straight to the basket and missing. And it will be Annie Tate getting the rebound. And Lily Schwinn sprinting the court. Anna Mooney and Caroline Sicken holding it right at the top of the key. Going straight in. Beautiful move!
What a move by Caroline Sicken. I mean, my goodness. Just wrapped it around behind her back. That was incredible.
Just an incredible move from Sicken.
Thunder bench starting to love that, and the crowd's getting a little more active now.
Still bouncing around the court now for the Cardinals. Grace Kiefer trying to find some room out to Ford. Ford over to Duffy. Duffy into the basket and one.
What a finish.
Incredible finish through the basket.
Honestly, thought she was almost about to pick up a travel. Great job keeping that second foot down, and Duffy, who just missed a couple tough ones inside, gets a nice and one there.
And I believe that one will be on Sicken, and that'll be her third. North Central going straight to Sicken over and over, trying to get fouls.
Kate Oliver back in for the Thunder, and Jocelyn Simmons-Doxey back in for North Central.
As Lily Schwinn getting it to Annie Tate as they both move up the court together. Sicken wide open inside.
A great feed, a little hollow there from Tate to Sicken.
Wheaton's front court, or correction, Wheaton's back court, always able to find a way on the low block to get some points in. As Sicken and Daly getting physical.
Good help there by Sicken down low.
Straight to the bucket is Megan Duffy, taking over for this North Central team, just keeping them in it.
We're seeing some showtime right now. Duffy with the spin, using the offhand. Another and one for her. What a tough bucket.
As we will get another substitution in for both these teams after the free throw.
So they called that on Willie Schwinn, I believe, that foul. Faberowski will check in.
And Schwinn coming out after a few really explosive minutes. Incredible work from her in Faberowski's stead as Megan Duffy makes the three-point play. And Faberowski will now look to get it going once again for this Thunder team. Tate up to Richardson. Richardson going towards the basket. Annie Tate wide open from three.
Boom.
And boom goes the dynamite. 10 points for Annie Tate, all coming in this period.
What a great quarter she's had. Nice drive there from Grace Kiefer, who hit the Cardinals' only three. And looks like they might have called on the floor. I thought that was on the way up. Gonna have to take it out.
As it will be Simmons-Doxy on the baseline with this ball into Trotter. Trotter over to Daly. Biz Daly driving in and a travel given.
Timeout's been taken.
And timeout on the floor. I mean, wow, an incredible 5 minutes from Annie Tate. 10 points in that time, just taking over this game. And Megan Duffy not letting herself be outdone.
Yeah, Megan Duffy's been great for the North Central, just keeping them in this game right now. Had a couple great drives to the basket with back-to-back and ones. And Annie Tate for the Thunder, I mean, taking over. Started getting it going on that left block down low and getting some nice buckets in the post. And then next thing you know, she's out up top hitting a three, so showing some versatility there. But it's been a great second quarter for both these teams. We've seen some highlights as well, some flashy plays. I mean, it's been exciting so far in this rivalry game in King Arena.
I mean, thinking back to Caroline Sickink driving in the basket, just putting it behind her back and going straight in.
Man, that was crazy.
Just beautiful work.
And the fact that that's with the left hand too on the finish of the offhand. I mean, we saw Megan Duffy do that too off a spin move. I mean, these girls are talented, making a lot of great plays.
And Megan Duffy also has all 10 of her points in this period, most of which come in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, she's provided a good spark for North Central so far, and see what both these teams are able to do in the last 5 minutes here of this first half.
As it will be Annie Tate getting this ball back in off the media timeout.
It's like Kennedy Hardwick back in for North Central right now.
As Faberowski brings this up the court. Annika Richardson getting the inlet pass over to Sickink. Sickink holding it right at the top of the key. Faberowski over to Richardson, back to Sickink once again, right side. Will she go towards the baseline? Right in towards the edge of the box and spin around and unable to get it to go in. It's going to be Trotter getting the rebound for North Central.
Good job there by Trotters.
As Kennedy Hardwick brings it up the floor. Simmons-Doxy. Doxy over to Trotter. Trotter at the top of the key. A very weak pass into Daly. And Daly's gonna have to quickly get it back out. And Simmons-Doxy just taking a three. And Kate Oliver will be the one to rebound. Doxy covered, just waiting her time and not getting caught as Trotter driving in off the pass to Tate. And missing the wide open fast break layup. And Hartwig's pass will go out of bounds, and that shot, very pivotal, could have been one to really get North Central back into this one.
Yeah, that was a great steal there by Trotter. It looked like she might have just heard footsteps a little bit behind her and been thinking about the defense a little too much. And had an unfriendly rim a couple times as well. It's wild. Another travel. That's a great play by Grace Kiefer. Jumped in the passing lane. Annie Tate was looking to get it to Oliver and made her rethink that one and pick up the travel.
An uncharacteristic mistake from Annie Tate. Ooh. As the ball goes inside, kicking it right back out now, it will be Grace Kiefer. Kiefer driving it in and blocked by Annika Richardson.
Annika Richardson using the height there to clean block.
Ball still being bounced around. Faberowski. Caroline Sickink on the wing. Inlet pass, Annie Tate. Annie Tate somehow ends up with it and does it all on her own.
Yeah, great play there. Another deflection for North Central. Been clogging the passing lanes all game so far, but Tate just said, y'all aren't getting this ball.
Impressive work by Tate to get the ball as it's still being bounced around by Grace Kiefer. Kiefer to Hartwig. Hartwig to Trotter, back to Kiefer. Kiefer wide open three and missed once again. Foul on the floor, a little too hard from Alyssa Faborowski, and she will be receiving her second.
Alexis Martin back in for the Thunder, Megan Duffy back in for Cardinals. A couple more late subs, Lily Schwinn for the Thunder and Kaylee Ford for the Cardinals.
As it will be Megan Duffy trying to get this ball in for North Central. And that's very close. That is 5 seconds.
Great
Megan
defense.
Duffy unable to get it over the hands of Lily Schwinn.
Yeah, excellent defense there on the inbound from the Thunder.
As Schwinn and Tate working it up the court. Tate over to Richardson. Schwinn on the wing. Inlet pass to Sickink. Sickink trying to do it all on the inside and getting blocked.
Nice block there by Grace Kiefer stepping in.
This ball still bouncing around, and it will be a foul. Megan Duffy.
Megan Duffy's got to the line a lot this quarter. That's good for North Central. Getting opportunities at these free points here at the line.
Megan Duffy, like I said earlier, about an 80% free throw shooter. Looking to get both from the line here. As she hits 3 for 3 on all of her trips, as it will be now being bounced out. Schwinn over to Tate. Tate into Richardson, inlet pass to Sickink. Caroline Sickink with 2 on her. Back out Kate Oliver. Oliver driving to the rack and beautiful lay-in.
Nice bucket there. That was Alexis Martin on the bucket. Coming off the bench, getting a nice score there.
I do apologize to not catch the sub in of Alexis Martin. As Duffy now on the outside and toward the box, and that foot does drag, and it will be a travel.
Yeah, good help defense there by the Thunder, forcing that travel. They're definitely concerned about Duffy, though. Duffy's been driving the paint very well.
As it will be Annie Tate on this inbound to Lily Schwinn. Schwinn driving it forward.
Good pass.
Annie Tate right on the inside of the box, was unable to get the layup in. Going the other direction now is North Central.
Oh,
Beautiful
nice
shot on the run, Kennedy Hartwig.
Yeah, Jocelyn Trotter getting the block on one end, getting up to Hartwig for the nice pull-up jumper there. And carry, I believe, is called on Sickink.
The hesitation, just a little too much of a hesitation for Sickink.
Yep.
Unable to keep the play going.
This last minute 15 here will be very crucial for both these teams. Very important how you finish the last, couple minutes of a half.
As North Central trying to find a little bit more room in. Trotter kicking out once again to Ford. Kaylee Ford straight to the basket. And Annie Tate on the defensive rebound. Getting up to Schwinn. Lily Schwinn driving up the court. Annika Richardson getting some room and straight through the bottom of the net.
Nice bucket there for Annika. Averaging about 10 points a game for the Thunder. Very good score on the offensive end. She's made some good defensive plays tonight too.
That is Megan Duffy right at the top of the key, under 30 seconds. Clock will reset. Ball still bouncing around, going inside, and it is a foul. Kennedy Hartwig fouled on the shot.
Hartwig trying to get it going on the offensive end for North Central. Looks like Kate Oliver will check in for the Thunder here.
And Alexis Martin will be on the foul. Annie Tate sitting down for the rest of the half. as we have 20 seconds remaining. First one in from Kennedy Hartwig.
You know, Hartwig is a freshman, actually, out of Seneca, Illinois, and that's very impressive when we see a freshman out here making plays. College basketball, she gets both free throws to go there.
That is a foul right on the inbound. Hartwig a little too aggressive.
Yeah, I picked up a cheap one there, but it's all good. North Central only has 3 fouls, so Thunder nowhere near close to being in the bonus for this quarter.
And when you have a few fouls to give, it's not always the worst thing if you're not going to ever get close to that 5 foul limit.
Yep.
As Twin now driving toward the basket. 10
Pass.
seconds remaining in the period.
Oh.
Missed by Sickink, gets the rebound, and we'll get another opportunity, and it will be ruled on the floor, as that could have been an incredible and one from Sickink.
Yeah, a lot of good effort there from Sickink. Keep the play alive, second possession. Got 4 seconds here. It's going to have to be quick off the inbound. You likely want to get someone open for a catch and shoot.
4 seconds is an eternity in basketball, as it will be Richardson shooting off. Rebound, Sickink unable to get it off. And it will be your Wheaton College Thunder leading the North Central Cardinal at half, 35-26. Both Annie Tate and Caroline Sickink, your leading scorers for this Thunder team with 12. And Megan Duffy not to be outdone, scoring 12 herself. I'm Jacob Fama, along here with Ross Johnson, and we'll catch you guys back from the half here at King Arena.
Wheaton was definitely the best place, for me that I could have ever gone. I look back just making the decision to come to Wheaton. I'm so grateful, for everyone in that process who helped lead me to Wheaton. I feel like I've grown in just so many different ways, looking back to my freshman year, even just thinking about it now, to kind of where I am now, and really couldn't have asked for any better place to be. And honestly, again, it's a testament to all the people that I got to surround myself with every day here.
When I saw him play in high school, I came back and told Coach Banner, he clearly is talented enough, but he is so small.
Growing up as very short, skinny, kind of out-of-place point guard, I think that's really where you have to have a chip on your shoulder to know and go in that, I've put in the work and I deserve to be on the court here.
But to be honest, he wasn't the best player on his high school team, and then he wasn't the best player at Wheaton for 4 years. But honestly, very quickly into his first few practices, I could tell we had somebody pretty special. But he is, by all measure now, one of the all-time great players to ever put on a Wheaton jersey. But he's also going to be the type of young man that you can point back to and say, this is what a star player looks like, behaves like, and acts.
I think looking back early on in my career, I really was afraid to fail. And that's something that we talked about a lot, was throw all your dice out there, put all the chips out there. And don't be afraid to fail. And that's something that we kind of worked on together. And that's really what helped us gain trust. And for me, my past, 2-3 years, I was really able to play more free.
When you get a young man like Tyson, you realize you got something pretty special as a coach, because in a lot of ways, he became the leader of our team. And I just cheered a lot. He just became somebody who really embodies everything you want from a best player.
It's honestly such a great honor, and it's something that, I never really thought was on the table.
I do describe the Justice Trophy regularly as the Division III Heisman for men's basketball. It really is in many ways the most prestigious award that is given out in men's and women's basketball at the Division III level. It not only measures the basketball ability of the men and women at Division III basketball, but also the academic and service of those individuals. So it's a total award that really encompasses not only just the talent level, but really the most outstanding student athlete in our sport.
The initial feelings were just like of gratitude and thankfulness to Wheaton, to Coach Shower, to Coach Panner, everybody who invested in me during this time.
I thought he was better than people probably perceived. The fact that he wasn't on any All-America lists, preseason lists, surprised me given the career he had had to that point. And I think he kind of carried a little bit of that chip on his shoulder into this season and used that as motivation.
I'm not going to let anybody outwork me. I think that's really kind of where it comes from and stems from, is just wanting to win badly enough to where, you're willing to sacrifice.
One of the things I love about Tyson is he averaged over 5 rebounds a game, and he's not much taller than me. So he just simply was relentless to go rebound the basketball, and knew that given our personnel, that was going to be a potential area of weakness and that he needed to help us there. I honestly believe if I didn't show up for a week, Tyson would have made sure our team did exactly the same thing we did when I was there. And so his legacy will be brought up over and over and over again, whether I'm here or not, because he's going to be on the wall and that trophy's going to be downstairs. The academic reputation of the institution is so high that the students we get here are really self-motivated to do well academically. That matters to them. So they're typically pretty good students on our roster. And then because of their relationship to Jesus, there's a sense that we should serve others and try to model that as Jesus did.
Looking back on the Israel trip and Zimbabwe trip, those are two things, just looking back on my career, that I will never forget. The relationships that we built out there were just so incredible.
Go to the Holy Lands, we're going to do all those biblical sites and really study the Bible on that trip. And our trip to Zimbabwe, which Tyson also went on, we did clinics and did service projects, and we are going to visit historical sites and do some fun stuff in addition to playing some games. But we're going to do it in a different context than most Division III basketball programs.
There's just so many incredible things about those trips. Makes the whole time at Wheaton, and specifically a Wheaton basketball player, just so special.
All he cared about was winning, and that just makes life easy for a coach. Because if your best player cares about that and your best player has his work ethic, it's hard for other people to come up with too many excuses. They sort of follow because he's just such a great leader.
They say the friends you make at college will be friends for life. We say the friends you make at Wheaton College will not only be lifelong, but life-changing. That's because Wheaton is a grace-filled, Christ-centered, fun community unlike any other. From talent shows to all-school communion, Christmas celebrations to hip-hop battles, you'll have opportunities every single day to express who you are and how you see the world, to lead, work, serve, and worship together, to define your convictions with peers and mentors who support and encourage you, and expect your friendships to last not only on campus, but throughout your life as part of a Wheaton family that spans the globe. This isn't just an educational experience. It's an unparalleled journey that you can only find at Wheaton.
When I first came to Wheaton, the ISP was one of the first offices I found. They helped me get settled in, from getting me a SIM card to taking me to the bank to open a bank account. They're very supportive of students whose families live overseas. From freshman year, I joined Mukapa, which is a club at Wheaton for third kosher kids, and we got together every Sunday to share a meal or have fun together, and it was a great place to find community. During my sophomore year, I started working with Mukapa as a publicity manager, and it was amazing to just see freshmen coming in and get settled at Wheaton and find community at Mukapa just as I did.
From psychology to business, health to history, Wheaton College offers 150 plus majors, minors, and concentrations, and 20 plus grad programs, all taught by world-class scholars who will mentor you, motivate you, and prepare you for the career you want. But the top-tier academic experience you'll find at Wheaton doesn't stop at career preparation. Here, we want you to think big picture. See the world through a Christ-centered point of view. Make connections between your faith and your interests and your studies. Pursue academic excellence, not at the risk of your faith, but for the sake of your faith. In the end, you'll have developed a vision for vocation and a passion for service, while strengthening your wisdom and character. That's what makes the Wheaton experience so profound and so long-lasting. It's a whole person preparation for your whole life's journey.
Humble leaders, adventurous thinkers, faithful believers. For Christ and his kingdom, Wheaton stands at the forefront of Christian liberal arts education. Here, we facilitate an unparalleled journey for our students, bringing together deep faith and intelligence to pursue their most ambitious callings. At Wheaton, reaching God-given potential is never accomplished alone. From coaches on the field to professors in the classroom, we come together to make space for students to wrestle with timeless questions and pursue biblically informed, thoughtful wisdom as they pursue academic, artistic, and athletic excellence. We are one of the nation's colleges that change lives, because that is exactly what we do. We live, work, serve, and worship together as an educational community centered on Jesus and reflecting the beautiful diversity of his kingdom. It's collaborative, immersive, Christ-centered. Our enduring model, with twin traditions of quality academics and deep faith, along with a faculty of Christian thought leaders and a staff of dedicated believers, allows us to champion the true essence of the Christian liberal arts educational experience. Continuing the legacy lived out by iconic thinkers and evangelical luminaries around the globe, Wheaton integrates and connects disciplines through Christian thought, diverse peers, and contemporary global context. Here, adventurous thinkers and faithful believers come together to create a mosaic of diverse backgrounds, beliefs, and hopes. It's a place of curiosity and conviction, a place to live out your values and pursue your ambitions. Except here, it's not only about what you can achieve. It's about who you can become. Living out our calling with heart and skill through Christ-centered leadership. At Wheaton, you don't have to settle. We call ourselves Thunder because, like thunder, the Wheaton Network is a force moving through him and for him to build the church and benefit society worldwide. Like rolling thunder, God's mighty voice calls us to be humble leaders, adventurous thinkers, and faithful believers for Christ and his kingdom.
Hello, I'm Jacob Fatma here with Ross Johnston. Back here for the second half between your Wheaton College Thunder and the North Central Cardinals here at King Arena. It is 35-26 to the good of the Thunder. And Ross, correction, I want to apologize to those at the top of the broadcast. The live button did not get pressed. And so the broadcast, if you want to rewatch that first quarter, will be up right after the conclusion of this matchup. But Ross, what do we see in this first half between these two teams? What have we seen?
Yeah, it was kind of a difference between first and second quarters. You know, the first quarter, both teams came out fairly slow on the offensive end, and then second quarter really got it going, picked it up. We saw a lot of good offensive play in the second quarter. Wheaton's obviously up 9. They made some more shots and some more plays than the Cardinals tonight, but all these women are playing very good basketball and should be an entertaining second half in this rivalry.
And like you said, started to get going. Annie Tate and Megan Duffy both scoring 12 points on their own in that period, in that second period, and just Tate, Richardson, and Tate, Sickink, and Duffy all leading scorers with 12 points so far in this matchup as North Central gets us moving. And right to the bucket is Megan McClure, unable to get that one to drop. Schwinn inside to Sickink, back outlet pass, and just unable to go in. Anna Moody getting the rebound and out of bounds.
Really nice little give and go there. Just couldn't get the finish there, but excellent pass from Sickink.
Incredible backdoor pass. Not something you would see very often as Annie Tate getting the inbound, spins around.
Nice bucket.
And right under the bucket, lays it in.
Yeah, she did hit 1-3 in that second quarter, but majority of her points out have all come down from the block, so she had a lot of success in the post and making plays near the rim.
Duffy doing it all for her team, straight to the rack and unable to let it drop as Annie Tate will be rebounding and driving up the court for the Thunder. To the corner, Richardson, Caroline Sickink. Sickink at the top of the three-point line, over to Richardson, shot from 3 and clattered off the back iron as Duffy now trying to go fast break. Megan Duffy holding it up back.
Good shot fake.
Ford right to the bucket and unable to drop as well. North Central going back to last period, 1 out of their last 8 4 shots as Annie Tate going right to the bucket once again. Sickink right at the top of the key. Anna Mooney, Schwinn. Lily Schwinn unable to get it through, kicked off the foot of Giovanna Martinucci.
Trying to go to the post there again. We saw that a lot from the Thunder in the first half, trying to feed the post on the other side. So clearly part of the game plan tonight.
And that front court is where most of these points are coming from for the Thunder team. Annie Tate from 3, going off the back of the rim once again. As Martinucci drives at the court, Megan Duffy. Duffy once again right to the basket, finding herself wide open there and fouled from the back.
Great play there by Duffy, positioning herself in the post, kind of forced Schwinn into picking up a foul there. And it was a good foul too by Schwinn. I mean, that's a kind of a position where you could give up an and one potentially, but hacked her enough on the back to prevent that.
I mean, as the old saying goes, if you're gonna foul them, mean it. Don't let them score.
Yeah.
As Duffy misses the first free throw, her first miss of the game from the stripe. And she will get another opportunity here to pull within 10.
That's a Faborowski back in the game for the Thunder. Really good first half on both sides of the ball. Had a couple deflections near our table actually, but she's been doing a really good job for the Thunder.
As Annie Tate driving up the court. Tate over to Richardson. Richardson, Sickink driving through and unable to get it to lay it in. And it will be rebounded by McClure.
Yeah, good help defense in the paint right there as the Cardinals look to push here.
Duffy for 3 and right nowhere near the rim, but off the backboard as Annie Tate's driving. Tate with 2 around her. Pass back, going bad, but Richardson ends up with it and misses the rebound, punched out by Sickink, or punched out by Mooney as Sickink now drives the basket and one.
Nice bucket, Caroline Sickink. We've seen her driving to the rim all night. Great tip out by Anna Mooney, keeping that possession alive for the Thunder, but Sickink again shutting off the offensive ability there.
And Sickink getting her first trip to, or her second trip to the line. And she does make it a perfect 3 from 3 from the stripe.
Jocelyn Trotter checking in. Jocelyn Trotter checking in for the Cardinals.
McClure, quick pass into Duffy. And North Central are going to have to close this gap quickly if they want to stay in this game. McClure from 3, just taking a step and still going. As it's going to be Fedorowski trying to take it the other way. Tate trying to call for the fast break, unable to get it. Sicking, we're at the 3-point arc. Annie Tate, Tate in the box. Trying to go up to the rim and missing off the backboard.
Great defense there by Megan McClure.
Can't ask for much better in the post from a defender for this North Central team, as it's going to be Martinucci on the 3-point line, driving in, pass out, and it will be a 3-point shot and missed by Kaylee Ford.
Good double. Nice play.
And jump ball, Martinucci getting her hands in there, her and McClure on the double team.
Yeah, it's a smart play, getting it off of the rebound, kind of just stuck under the basket, but possession obviously goes to the Thunder.
And both these teams trying to get their first win in CCIW play, and it'll be just a little bit sweeter to get one over on your rival.
Oh, for sure.
As Mooney over the top to Fedorowski. Caroline Sicking from 3 and goes. Timeout coming from North Central. And Wheaton Athletics would like to thank Maypole Restaurant in downtown Wheaton for providing food for tonight's game staff here at the game. Maypole is located at 121 West Front Street in Wheaton. Visit their website at www.gatheratmaypole.com. I repeat, www.gatheratmaypole.com to place an order or make a reservation to give them a call at 331-218-4181, 331-218-4181. And thank you, Maypole Restaurant, for sponsoring tonight's game and providing food for the staff tonight. And now, end of the half, it's Wheaton on a 6-0 run, coming back to near the end of this timeout break.
Yeah, great 3-point bucket there for Sicking. Her first she's even taken tonight, and she's still got 18 to lead all scorers. And just what a game she's had. You know, averages 18.7, I believe it is, per game this season. So she's right at that total. Annie Tate's been playing great as well. And for North Central, they're, you know, kind of in a dangerous spot here, obviously down 16 and 6:13 left to go in this quarter, but they got to get something going on the offensive end, get back into this thing. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we could potentially see a different defense, maybe a press or a trap. I mean, obviously I have no idea, but teams sometimes will switch things up on the defensive end when they get in these situations. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in these next few minutes of play.
And this team, Wheaton team, very difficult to stop. One Tate and Sicking are both in form, and they have done very well tonight as Duffy strikes the bucket once again.
Almost could have been an and one there, drew some contact, but she's been the go-to scorer tonight for the Cardinals.
And I am checking at the moment. This, I believe this could be Duffy's high score of the season already in this game with 15, as the ball is punched out by Kate Oliver. And it will be a North Central throw-in.
Good hustle there on both sides.
Megan McClure taking the inbound pass. Duffy back to McClure. McClure just making herself big and in the way. McClure standing at the top of the key once again. Kennedy Hartwig shot from the corner.
Yeah, Hartwig, good look, just missed that one. We've seen her hit a pull-up like that in the first half. And the freshman had a good first half off the bench, scoring and everything, just missed that shot, but getting some good experience here, still early in the season as Alexis Martin checks in for the Thunder.
And you have to expect, she has 6 points in the game, you have to expect that she will be a centerpiece for this team, or for this North Central team in the future, as it's going to be Kate Oliver bringing it up.
Yeah, we haven't seen Hartwig and Duffy out here together tonight yet. I don't think they've been kind of coming in for each other, so Cardinals trying to get a little more score on the court. It's a nice steal by Hartwig there.
North Central on the fast break. Hartwig and blocked.
Oh,
Foul
foul.
coming from Annika Richardson.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Good drive from Hartwig off the steal and drawing the foul. She's been great tonight off the bench on both sides of the ball there. And the steal taking it up the other end.
And Hartwig getting her 5th and 6th free throws of this game, her 3rd trip to the line. As the first one goes, she's a perfect 5 for 5 tonight. As that one clatters off the front iron, her first miss tonight, 5 for 6 from the line.
Announcer's jinx, huh?
Apparently I should just shut up and not talk when we're at the line. As this shot going up from Alexis Martin, still being bounced around off the hands of Kennedy Hartwig, trying to claim it was going the other way. And it will be given to North Central off the hands, I believe, of Caroline Sicking.
Yeah, North Central take timeout. They played some good defense the past few trips down out of that last timeout. Just got to get some more going offensively. Obviously, some of these turnovers that they've forced, got to try to turn them into buckets. And Wheaton's gotten a little stagnant on offense, but overall, I mean, they've been having a great game. Just want to see them keep, driving the cup and making plays at the rim.
And outside of Kennedy Hartwig and Megan Duffy, no one's scoring for this North Central team. And if they want to get back in it, they're going to have to spread the scoring around, considering they don't have right now a major score other than Megan Duffy, I believe, and 15 points, as far as I can tell, is the most she's had in a game this season.
Yeah, and again, I mean, we talked about it earlier in the game. They're a very balanced scoring team, and Duffy obviously leading the way tonight and on the season, but definitely going to have to be a team effort for them to get back in this one for sure. I mean, you rarely see one person kind of just get you back in a game, so going to be interesting to see what happens this last 4:50 of the 3rd quarter. But I would suspect some other girls who have to step up and make some big shots for this North Central women's team.
As we get re-going here at King Arena, it will be Megan McClure taking the inbound pass. As Megan Duffy looks to take this one back up the court.
Good pass.
Going straight to the inside.
That's a
Megan
nice
McClure
play.
straight into Trotter. Jocelyn Trotter, a beautiful lay-in. And I believe that's her first of the game.
Excellent possession out of the timeout there. Great feed inside of Trotter. A nice bucket off the glass there.
Beautiful design play from Jocelyn Trotter, as it's still being bounced around the top of the key for the Thunder.
Move.
Kate Oliver straight to the basket, and unable to lay that one in, is now going the other direction. Megan McClure bringing up the court. Over to Martinucci. Martinucci trying to get by Sickink, unable to, going to go through to 2 defenders, and the blocking foul will be given.
Caroline Sicking on the fouls. Looks like Annie Tate's checking back in for Kate Oliver, but we've seen a lot of fouls drawn tonight from both sides. Just driving to the rim and see one there.
That will be Sickink's first foul of the game, I believe. As that ball goes over the top, Kennedy Hartwig. One driving toward the basket, and Jocelyn Trotter
Nice.
taking over in this period.
Jocelyn Trotter with a couple back-to-back buckets there. Good job getting inside and make something happen near the rim.
Doing some brilliant work since the timeout. Annika Richardson forcibly having to bring this back up the court. Alexis Martin into Sickink. Sickink unable to keep on and do it, and it will be going the other direction.
Yeah, North Central women's bench getting loud there. They've done good after that timeout. It looks like Coach Madsen will call one for the Thunder, but good job there by the Cardinals. With a lot of complimentary basketball, turning defense into offense, drawing some fouls, getting to the rim, forcing a turnover there right before the timeout. So now North Central with a little bit of a counter punch. We'll see what Wheaton can do coming out of the timeout.
And that's exactly what you wanted out of that timeout for North Central. It's something that you can't really stop, is those beautiful design plays that work out exactly as intended. As now we have a much closer game. It's still 11 points, but they are still coming back from that deep 16-point deficit.
Yep, and how about Jocelyn Trotter, another freshman on this North Central team out of Bolingbrook, Illinois, getting a couple back-to-back buckets. We've seen a few girls do that tonight.
As it will be Megan Duffy bringing it up the court once again. And Jocelyn Trotter
again. Excellent pass there from McClure with the heads-up recognition at the top of the key, but Trotter making plays at the rim. She's giving this team a spark for sure.
Trotter 6 points on her last 3 trips down the floor as Alexis Martin unable to get by Trotter. Jocelyn Trotter with the rebound, driving. Kennedy Hartwig, will she take the shot? Now driving in off the hesitation, nice, and it will be stolen by Annie Tate, getting in the middle of that pass. And you have to think, if they were able to get that shot to go down, it would be a very different basketball game. As Annie Tate.
The wall up McClure. Good job going straight up there, not coming down, picking up the foul.
Megan McClure, beautiful defense, perfectly played. As now Megan McClure wide open in the mid-range, missing that shot, and will be taken at the rebound by Annie Tate, her 10th of the game.
Thunder got a little lucky there. Looked like they were confused who they were matching up with defensively. As Sicking gets another nice bucket at the rim on the drive.
Hesitation straight to the rack, and that's 20 points on the game for Caroline Sicking. Right to the inside, Martinucci, and foul, Annika Richardson.
Yeah, you can see the right arm there come in. Just trying to get the ball out there.
And that's a pretty bad reach by Annika Richardson as 2 subs coming in. Yes. Anna Mooney, and it will be the other one, Lily Schwinn.
I think Martinucci back in for the Cardinals for Jocelyn Trotter. Had a great stretch there, the freshman.
Duffy for 3. Unable to get it to clatter in. And it will be going the Wheaton way as Lily Schwinn gets it over to Sicking. Sicking punching out to Anna Mooney.
Nice shot.
A wide open 3. That kick out pass, always a thing of beauty.
Excellent shot there from Anna Mooney. Good pass by Sicking, filling up that stat sheet.
As it's going to be North Central driving up the court once again. Hartwig getting some open space off the front iron. It will be Sicking on the rebound. As Caroline Sicking now driving up the court. Straight to the bucket herself. Unable to get it in, and it will be taken and rebounded by Megan McClure. Unable to get it to go down is Caroline Sicking as Duffy tries to go to the rack once again. Kicked out, and Megan McClure will look to reset. Hartwig getting over to Kiefer. Grace Kiefer straight into Megan McClure. 75 seconds remaining in the period as McClure puts it up.
Good defense. Annika Richardson has played fantastic defense tonight. Wow, and steal right there, Martinucci.
And Martinucci going straight to the bucket.
Good job not giving up there by the junior out of Berwyn, Illinois.
Beautiful steal and heads-up play coming from Martinucci. As this pass into Sicking is tipped out by Duffy.
It's like Trotter and Kaylee Ford back in for the Cardinals.
And you have to give it to this Cardinal team, not giving up at any point. They've been down so far in this game, and they keep coming back and trying to punch.
Yeah, well, they're keeping it a game right now, which is the big thing. I mean, if you keep it at striking distance, anything is possible. There's Trotter again.
Jocelyn Trotter taking over this game.
Excellent basketball there from Jocelyn.
8 points all in this period.
The pass.
As Wheaton escaping the trap and just barely getting one out of that one.
I really like the gamble by North Central. They're trying to trap and just get this run going. Fortunately for Wheaton, ball bounces their way and they're able to get the bucket, but I like the idea there.
And this aggressive play working out very well for this Cardinal team as Annie Tate gets the rebound and her double-double, picks up her dribble and barely gets that to Sicking.
Oh, got it. Wow.
And at the buzzer is Annika Richardson.
Excellent heads-up play there. Nice pass by Sicking.
And North Central selling out on those last 2 press attempts and unable to get it to work as they put it within 8. And now it's going to be still a 12-point game here going into this third period.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you could see it coming. They were going to try something like that eventually, you know, and it worked at first. And Wheaton's women, you know, did a great job bouncing back. The North Central women themselves doing a great job, you know, staying in this game. I mean, 12-point game, and Wheaton's been in control of it for most of the evening, but anything is possible. I mean, we've seen both these teams go on runs tonight, and big third quarter from Jocelyn Trotter there for the Cardinals, getting a couple steals, a lot of buckets, you know. It's going to be interesting to see how this fourth quarter plays out, because this game definitely is not over yet.
Well, Jocelyn Trotter, 10 points, all in that third period. I said one person needs to light up from this team in order to give them a shot, and well, the one person came. And Jocelyn Trotter keeping this game within striking distance for the Thunder team. It might speed 12 points on the scoreboard, but it feels much closer than that.
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, that was a very back and forth third quarter, and North Central got into that danger zone, you know, and kind of got themselves out of it. And obviously that bucket there at the end of the quarter was tough to give that one up. I mean, down 10 versus down 12, not much of a difference, but sometimes psychologically seeing it being a 10-point game can make a difference. So we'll see what goes down here in this fourth quarter, but I'm expected to be an exciting end to this rivalry game.
As it will be, Jocelyn Trotter, the MVP of this third period, getting in to Megan Duffy. As Kaylee Ford back to Trotter. Jocelyn Trotter! Can you believe that?
Taking over. Phenomenal.
Sickink picking up her dribble over to Oliver. Back to Sickink. Caroline Sickink getting closed down off her foot. As Kate Oliver trying to find some room. Back to Sickink, who's wide open. Trotter chasing her down. Sickink mid-range jump shot, and it is good and in.
Nice bounce there on the shot. The shooter's touch.
As a very soft and sweet bounce on that shot from Sickink, allowing that to go in. As it will be Grace Kiefer looking to drive it into the box. Pass out to Martinucci down the baseline and pushed out by Anna Mooney. That'll be a foul on Mooney. That's beautiful aggressive play once again from this North Central team.
Yeah, how about that bucket, giving Caroline Sickink 22 now on the night. What a night she's had for the Thunder.
Duffy out on the right wing. Duffy now moving across court. Kiefer getting Kate Oliver to bite and missing the wide open three. Schwinn over to Tate. Annie Tate, dangerous pass over to Oliver.
A little bit of a zone look here from the Cardinals.
Oliver into Sickink, back out to Tate. Annie Tate right off the front iron. And here comes North Central on the one. 2-on-1 break.
Nice
as
bucket.
Megan Duffy, her first points in the second half, come on a fast break with Jocelyn Trotter.
Excellent play there by Megan. She's been having a great night for the Cardinals.
As Caroline Sickink looks to slow it down in the Wheaton backcourt. Anna Mooney over to Oliver. Kate Oliver trying to find a way into her star, Caroline Sickink, as that pass.
Duffy
Megan
again.
Duffy getting by an open bucket foul.
Good defensive play again by Megan Duffy. Nice job drawing the foul too. Lily Schwinn picking up the foul there in transition. Siege got tangled up for a little bit.
And that will be Schwinn's fourth.
Alyssa Faberowski back in the game.
And you almost could have given an open court foul, which is a technical, so it was a very tight foul for Lily Schwinn. Lucky to only get the foul on that one. As pass going in, beautiful cut towards the basket.
Nice bucket, Kiefer.
And Grace Kiefer making it look easy on that backdoor cut. As Sickink left wide open, no one taking her on that press. 7-point game. Right inlet pass, and Annie Tate just getting around Jocelyn Trotter, and it will be going up the other direction. Martinucci, opportunity for a wide open three-pointer, unable to take it. As Duffy back behind herself, and beautiful work to get a shot and the foul going straight to the line.
Yeah, showing off that great handle again. We saw it some in the first half. It looks like Annika Richardson back in for Thunder, checking in from Mooney. But now we've seen Duffy, who is the leading scorer for the Cardinals tonight, getting things going again here in the second half and trying to cut the deficit for North Central.
And keep an eye on it if it gets close in this one. Schwinn and Mooney, 2 guards, both in foul trouble, both on 4. And Annika Richardson also on 3 fouls. So very interesting thing to keep a track of in the latter stages of this period as we are back down to an 8-point game.
Comes a press look. Little 2-2-1 press.
Richardson and Oliver, beautiful work. And that's a push off. Sicking's trying to draw the foul, but receiving the trap, and timeout called by Coach Matson.
Yeah, good timeout there. Good trap by North Central there in the corners. See, they bring out the 2-2-1 press there.
As Wheaton tonight trying to get their 89th win against North Central in program history. This is, get this, the 111th meeting between both these teams. An incredible rivalry dating back to the beginning of both these programs. As Wheaton looks to close this one out here against North Central. We'll get our second game in the doubleheader. The men also playing North Central here at 7 o'clock. As this game looks to get going once again. What does North Central need to look to do to get back, or to get an opportunity to come back in this one? And what does Wheaton have to do just to close it out?
Yeah, I think North Central's got to keep creating pressure on the defensive end. You know, they've forced some takeaways, and Wheaton's, you know, just got to take care of the basketball, hunt for good shots. But it's going to be interesting. You know, North Central's been definitely digging themselves back in this game for sure.
Sicking holding it for a little bit too long, and ruled a carry. Looks like her hesitation, she just dropped the ball, but it is ruled a carry.
Yeah, good defense there.
And it will be Megan Duffy bringing up the court for this Cardinal team. Into Kaylee Ford.
Defense by Faberowski off the ball there. Trying not to let Duffy get it.
And Faberowski all over that one, and it is rebounded by Caroline Sicking. Up to Tate. Tate's streaking up the left wing towards the basket. And intercepted. Bad pass and going the other direction. It is Grace Kiefer. Kiefer foul on the shot, and that's not good for this Thunder team.
Yeah, Kate Oliver picking up the foul there. Nice steal by Kiefer. Get all the way to the bucket as well, drawing the foul.
I mean, thankfully for this Thunder team, if anyone on the court was to get a foul there, Oliver is your guy. That's her first foul of the game, but
this is also who you on the line though for the Cardinals, Grace Kiefer, 80% free throw shooter. Highest on the team.
As she gets the first one to go down, cutting this deficit to 7. And if this gets within 6 here on this shot, this is a very manageable game as it clatters all over the rim and falls. This game becoming interesting as the high press comes from this North Central team. Oliver getting over the top, and Sicking unable to get on it. And taken by Martinucci. Martinucci over the top to Hartwig. Hartwig unable to keep it in. And running up the stands, unable to keep it in.
Yeah, right idea, just barely too far on the pass. But again, another turnover forced by North Central off of this press. And for Wheaton, the girls, they can't leave. They got to stay down and help out because it is a zone press instead of man-to-man. So clearing out isn't going to help things.
And another turnover by this North Central team as it goes out to the wing. Hartwig and clattered off the front of the rim. And it will be Faberowski looking to slow this one down finally for this Thunder team, give themselves a breather. Annika Richardson. Feed into Oliver, and one!
Nice bucket there, Kate Oliver off a great feed from Annika Richardson. It looks like Kaylee Ford picking up the foul there.
Perfect positioning by Kate Oliver, and a perfectly placed pass by Richardson. And she will go to the line to make this a 9-point game. As she does miss that free throw Wheaton just barely able to keep North Central at an arm's length. Streaking up the court is Martinucci, who misses the lay-in. And it will be Kate Oliver,
Nice hand,
unable to get it
Trotter.
by Trotter.
Jocelyn Trotter, I mean, 2 steals already, nearly got a third there. I mean, you got to be looking out when she's in the area of where you're trying to pass.
And this is the half of Jocelyn Trotter here at King Arena. And if they come back in this game,
10 seconds.
wow, another turnover. 4 in a row for this Thunder team. Unable to get it past this press.
Yeah, this press is certainly giving them fits right now. But a lot of veteran leadership on this Thunder women's team. You got to value the basketball, take care of it. They'll be fine. As it looks like Megan McClure checking back in for North Central women's team.
McClure and Duffy both coming back into this game. And if North Central were to come back in this one, this would be considered the half of Jocelyn Trotter, as we got Hartwig on the 3, missing once again.
Good contest there on that shot.
And North Central, the worst three-point shooting team in the CCIW, as it goes out to the kicks outside once again. Sickink right on the block. Blocked by Jocelyn Trotter.
What can't she do?
Annika Richardson shot from 3 off the front iron and out for another throw-in.
I mean, Trotter's just been a beast at the second half. This has been incredible on both sides of the ball.
We're watching North Central fight for their lives here in CCIW play, and they are keeping themselves within reach in this one. As we hit the timeout here, or the media timeout, I mean, what have we seen? We are almost here at the end of this game, and it's still shockingly within reach for this North Central team.
Yeah, well, the press has made all the difference for them. You know, they've been pressuring the Wheaton guards coming up the court, and they've had a little bit of a tough time, you know, getting the ball up the court. We saw 10 seconds just a couple possessions ago, and a few turnovers, some deflected passes, some takeaways. So Coach Matson obviously knows that and is going to get the women ready coming out of the timeout. But, you know, the press has been huge for North Central, and they just got to keep driving the offensive end and trying to get to the rim, honestly, and get fouled. I mean, they're 14 for 18 from the line tonight. They've been shooting the free throw very well. Obviously, the three-pointer, not necessarily the same success from there, but, I mean, they don't necessarily need it right now. They just need to keep driving and playing aggressive on both sides of the ball.
As we get play restarted, this Wheaton women's team will be the ones to inbound. An 8-point game, 58-50. For those of you just joining us, you are coming into a brilliant close to this one. It is your Wheaton College Thunder leading 58-50 over the North Central Cardinals. Caroline Sickink and Annie Tate both taking over for this Thunder team, but this is the half of Jocelyn Trotter. 13 points, 2 blocks, and 2 steals in this half so far, and keeping North Central in this one, as Martinucci getting it out over to Duffy.
Good cut.
Beautiful cut in, and it's going to be Kiefer out to Duffy once again. Duffy,
Pass.
Jocelyn Trotter, mid-range jumper, beautiful in, and that's 15 points in the half for Jocelyn Trotter.
Yeah, she leads the team in field goal percentage on the season, shooting about 45% from the field, but she's 7 for 8 now tonight, even eclipsing that percentage, and very efficient, which is what you love to see.
Sickink driving in, getting to Feborowski. Feborowski driving towards the bucket, off the backboard, and then rebounded by North Central, and a foul on the back of Kiefer. We'll see who
Feborowski
that's
picking
on.
that one up. She's a little too aggressive going for that ball.
And that is Feborowski's third. We'll keep an eye on her as well at this point. Wheaton, 4 players above 3 fouls.
Yeah, North Central in the 1-on-1 now as well.
And this could keep North Central in it.
I guess it's double bonus. Grace Kiefer, again, we said earlier, the best free throw shooter on this North Central team. So good to have her at the line.
And it has not been this close in this game since the end of the first quarter.
So Lily swinging to check back in for Feborowski.
It was a 4-point game at the end of the first quarter, and it hasn't been this close since.
Yeah, Lily won the game right now with 4 fouls. Got to be careful out here for the Thunder.
And this game is looking like it could be one for North Central to steal it back. Lily Schwinn here on the left side. Kate Oliver. Oliver being harassed by Kiefer on the top. Oliver over to Schwinn. Schwinn into the rim, and it's going to be foul as she goes up. 2 shots as she shoots it right from around the free throw line.
I think it was on Kiefer, kind of just got their arms tangled up there, but good drive by Schwinn. Getting to the line here.
And this gives Wheaton their opportunity to take a breather. This is only the team's, I believe, 6th or 7th trip to the line. This will be a couple of very important ones, just to not let North Central stay in it. As the first one does go, we get another opportunity coming from Lily Schwinn. Ball goes up and goes off the back of the rim, and will be ruled off of Sicking. North Central ball, 5-point game.
Like one ref overruled the other right there. Going to the Cardinals, 3:25 left. It's getting exciting here in King Arena.
And you could tell neither ref really wanted to call that one. It's a pivotal call.
Yeah.
And really changes the shape of these last few minutes. As ball still being bounced around the top of the key. Megan Duffy right in toward the basket. And rule to travel.
Yeah, and she knows it. I mean, she's been a great driver all night, so she knew that time. She took a step too many there, but I mean, Megan Duffy's the one you want to have the ball right now if you're the Cardinals on offense.
Duffy a lot quieter in this second half, only 3 points in this half, but still a very pivotal place to be. A lot of assists coming from
Good
her.
extra pass.
And Annika Richardson wide open, air balling from 3. Rebounded by Schwinn.
Nice.
Annie Tate.
Excellent job. I know the 3 from Richardson didn't go, but it was a great extra pass from Oliver. Then good job by Schwinn keeping it alive. Excellent offense.
And foul up top from a shot from Grace Kiefer once again. Annika Richardson, that will be her fourth, I believe.
Another girl with 4.
As now it is getting very tight for many of these Wheaton starters. 2 starters with 4. Anna Mooney still sitting on the bench with 4. You're gonna want to get any free minute out of these ladies through the rest of this game, as now we are still within a 5-point game.
Kiefer now with 10 points as well. Hasn't missed from the line tonight. Another double-digit scorer for the Cardinals.
Sicking, 2 on her.
Wow.
Tipped off, Sicking still holding it.
Good pass.
Annie Tate right under the baskets. Can she get it up? Shot.
Travel.
And it's ruled to travel. How do you let that happen? You can see it in the replay, her just jumping a little bit too early, and it costing her. It's going to be Megan Duffy trying to get one more basket in it, as with about 2 minutes remaining in this game. It's still a 5-point game between these 2 teams. Shot from 3, and it goes! Grace Kiefer!
It's her second 3 of the game.
It has not been this close in this game since early in the first quarter.
Sicking and 1.
And Sicking and 1!
What an answer. Now we got some basketball going now. I'll tell you, Grace Kiefer stepping up now for North Central. Excellent shot there from 3. She's been hitting some big free throws all quarter. And then Sicking, who's been the go-to scorer for the Thunder all night with a big bucket there.
Sicking says, whatever you can do, I can do better. Goes straight to the rack and gets the free throw and makes it. 3-point play. 2 minutes remaining in this game and still a 5-point game. Here come your Cardinals. Megan Duffy up the key. Grace Kiefer faking a shot once again. Trotter, McClure, Kiefer from the key.
Oh, man. She is
3-pointer from Grace Kiefer.
What a shot.
And turnover. North Central will tie it up. Kiefer going in, pass out once again. to Martinucci. Giovanna Martinucci with the steal to give him this opportunity. Megan Duffy right at the top of the key. Can she find some room? In towards the basket, going straight at Sidking and gets the foul.
Wow. How about Grace Kiefer? I mean, my goodness.
And you can see the three there to give North Central the opportunity. Megan Duffy will look to send this game level as she makes her first free throw. And this game has only been tied once, and that was in the first minute of this game.
Oh.
And is a 1-point game as the second one goes out.
Big possession here for the Thunder.
Annie Tate with a minute remaining. This possession is important. Kate Oliver foul and one!
Huge bucket there, Kate Oliver, nice play.
Kate Oliver streaking towards the basket and drawing the late foul. Megan McClure late on that one.
It's a big free throw here, can make it a 2-possession game with a minute left.
And goes out. North Central still within 1 possession with dreams of stealing this one. Under 60 seconds to play. Here comes
Kiefer.
Megan Duffy. Grace Kiefer taking the ball. Her and Schwinn on her. Schwinn on Kiefer, out to Duffy once again. Trotter, the 3 horsemen of scoring for this North Central team. Back out to Kiefer. Kiefer getting Schwinn off her. Shooting and airballing. Kept in, and Megan McClure will be unable to keep it in bounds with 36 remaining.
Excellent D there by Lily Schwinn on Grace Kiefer.
And it will be a Wheaton timeout. Not wanting to get caught by the press once again. It will be a full timeout. And for those of you joining us late here at King Arena, you are going to be treated to an excellent finish here. And it was a 16-point game with 6:13 remaining in the third period. And now we are within 3 points for this North Central team. What are you expecting to see in these final 36 seconds, Ross?
Yeah, I mean, North Central really can't afford to not foul. I would expect maybe a potential trap early and see if they can get a takeaway as opposed to just fouling right off the bat. But we'll see. They could go to the foul right away and try to string this game out. But, I mean, this has been credit to both teams. North Central obviously being down big and getting back in it. And then Wheaton, you know, North Central's gone on this huge run, and Wheaton still, you know, keeping the lead and being able to fight back. So credit to both teams. This has been a phenomenal game.
And Wheaton with that timeout getting it right to the front court. And Schwinn inbound to Richardson. Back out to Schwinn. And North Central's going to play defense on this one. Martinucci all over. And Schwinn almost going out of bounds, keeping it in. Kate Oliver will be fouled and will go to the baseline.
Thanks on Martinucci, and they weren't trying to foul, but got one there.
And Martinucci almost getting the steal on that one. As it will be 2 shots, or will be a 1-on-1 coming for this Wheaton team.
Big free throws here for Kate Oliver. 1 for 4 on the night. There we go.
And goes in. Kate Oliver so far this season only a 36% free throw shooter. And she gets that first one to go, a 4-point game and 5-point game, getting both free ones and a timeout coming.
It's like they're taking it 30 seconds, so that this timeout will advance the ball, so North Central does not have to take it up the court here. They'll get it over near the bench, I believe, but now it's going to be tricky. I mean, do you go for a quick 2 or try to get a 3? It can be dicey. I think you just need to get a quick bucket either way and then potentially foul or try to trap again. But how about Kate Oliver? Big free throws there, extend the lead back out to 5, and so far so good for the Thunder here.
As North Central will definitely have to get a quick possession here. And it is still a 5-point game. And this Wheaton women's team putting out their big lineup. Lily Schwinn, the smallest person on the court. And coincidentally, she is part of the lineup that is some of the tallest on this team. As Megan Duffy getting the inbound. Duffy going straight to the rack. Duffy unable to get it in. Annie Tate will hold, and fouled by Duffy.
Tried to go for the quick two, just couldn't get it. Duffy's been making those plays all night, just couldn't finish there. It was a tough shot for sure. Now big free throws here again for Wheaton.
And Tate is the person you want on the line for the Thunder.
Yeah, their leading free throw shooter at 77% on the season.
First one goes. 6-point game here in King Arena for the final 15 seconds.
If she hits this, it could virtually do it in this one.
And that will put him at just a far enough reach. Megan Duffy running down the court. Megan Duffy with the three, and that one's gonna clatter off the back iron, and that'll just about do it here at King Arena. Your Wheaton women are gonna hold on and beat the North Central Cardinals 70-63. And that is your final here at King Arena. Ross, what did we just see in this game?
Yeah, what an excellent game from both teams. You know, Wheaton obviously controlled it from the jump, and then North Central, excellent play from Megan Duffy, Jocelyn Trotter, Grace Kiefer. I mean, getting back in this game, and ultimately just wasn't enough. But, I mean, great rivalry game between these two teams. As start getting into some CCIW play, which is always an exciting time of year. Look forward to seeing these teams and how they're able to do the rest of the season.
I want to thank you all for joining us here tonight for this rivalry matchup between your Wheaton College Thunder and the North Central Cardinals. Wheaton getting their CCIW opening win of this season and winning this game 70-63. I'm Jacob Fama along with Ross Johnson signing off from King Arena.